Hi all, so welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kriti Tiwari. So if you are new here, please check out the description and follow me on other social medias. Today we are gonna learn about some watercolor techniques, like different watercolor washes. So there are three types of washes that we are gonna talk about here. The first one being a flat wash, graded wash and variegated wash. So we're gonna do this and you can choose any color and brushes. There's no preference to what brushes or colors that you want to choose, but we'll just, for the sake of learning, I think we will stick to primary colors, and that will give us a very good understanding of what we want to do here. Okay, so let's get started without wasting time. And if you have not gone through my previous videos, I highly recommend, please check on the top, there is a link, and I have already released two parts of watercolor brush techniques, part 1 and part 2, so make sure that you have a look. And there is a full tutorial on how to use a wax stick to create a foam, like a wave, right? So go ahead and check those out and leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you are liking what I'm putting out. Okay, so without further ado, let's just jump quickly over here. So this is my paper, this is my bohong paper that I have like taped across using a washi tape, and then I have distributed this into 3 columns and 2 rows. The fact that we are gonna do flat wash on these 2, graded wash on these 2, and variegated wash on these 2. Okay, and I am using my size 0 stationery brush, and I'm gonna be working with crimson color for now. Okay, so this is the color caramine or crimson, any color is fine. I'm gonna work with this color for this class. Okay, before we get down to coloring, what we want to do is we'll just quickly take some water and put water on our paper. Okay, so sorry, my brush seems to be a little dirty, let me wash. Okay, so because I'm going to do caramine, I will just go ahead and not bother about the color of my water, but just ensure guys that you're using a clean water for your exercises. Okay, and if you don't know about what I'm talking about, so as we have discussed, right, so we're going to use 2 jars of water. One is dirty water, one is another is clean water. We use dirty water jar for washing our brushes, clean water for picking up a clean color. You can see my napkin is already here. I prefer using napkin rather than a tissue paper. It works perfectly fine for me, and these are my palettes. Will not go into a lot of details about what brands of color that I'm using because it doesn't matter as of now for this class. So we'll stick to the techniques of the class. Okay, so I've just wet my paper. Now what we want to do is we just want to remove all the excess water that is there. We don't want any excess water on the paper. Okay, so we want a very nice clean sheen of water, but we don't want any extra waters in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. So I have already taken my caramine or crimson color here, and we are doing a flat wash, meaning we are just taking like 10% of water and 90% paint. Okay, so this is the same amount of water and color, and we are gonna go through it. Okay, now instead of doing this, right, I would prefer that we go in one direction for smoother blending. Okay, wash your brushes, dip it in clean jar, dab it on your paper towel. Now we'll just wet this square down below. Now my brush seems to be clean enough. Perfect. And we are going to use a different color for the flat wash. So what do you mean by flat wash? Flat wash is a wash where we have same color, same quantity of the water and color ratio all throughout. Okay, so we're just not trying to dilute that color in any way. Okay, so for this one I'm gonna pick up my cerulean blue. Okay, I am picking up my cerulean blue, and now as you can see, the amount of quantity that I'm picking up, right, so just very thick. It's kind of a milk like ratio, somewhere between, right? So we're just gonna lay out that whole color in that quantity. Okay, see, so this is the flat wash. Oops. Okay, that's it for the flat wash. Now we're gonna just leave it to dry, and I'm not gonna pull out the tape yet, so we'll move on to this one. So now this is what we are calling it as graded wash, right? And I'm still gonna use these two colors. We'll just wet the whole area again, and we all want to make sure that there are no puddles of water anywhere, right? So what we are doing is we are making sure that there are no puddles. Okay, so nicely wet that square box. Okay, go over the square box multiple times to make sure that the water is inside. Now again I'm gonna take my crimson color. Okay, this time what we are doing is as we come down, I'm gonna dilute this color with water. Okay, so I do 1 stroke, 2 strokes here. Okay, then I wash my brush, not so much, a little bit, so that it has water now. Then bring the color down, drag it down, completely wash my brush, so my brush doesn't have any color now, and we bring the rest of the remaining color down. Okay, what we are doing is we're trying to pull the paint down. So what we want to show here is that when we mix more water in our color, it gets diluted, right? So in watercolors, if I want to make my color lighter, I will be mixing more water in my color rather than adding a white paint to it. So in watercolor, the preference is that you don't use a white paint, right? So you do a wash, and so here you can say that 90% paint and 10% water, but here it would be 10% paint and 90% water. Okay, so that's how this is called as graded wash. Now again do the same exercise with a different color on this box. Let's see. Okay, just a minute. Okay, we again want to ensure that there are no puddles. Okay, so no puddles, very clean water. Okay, is it done? And I just remove the extra waters. Now just take the color. So I'm gonna use that same color. So I'm gonna take cerulean blue again. Okay, we'll do a nice layer of 1 or 2 strokes of brush. We take water, come down, wash my brush completely, ensure that there is no color on my brush, and bring it all the way down. Again, what we want to do is we want to make sure that there are no puddles. Okay, also we are ensuring that we go in one direction, so we are just following one path. Okay, so I'm just gonna clear this up from the sides. Okay, let's go ahead. So now let's talk about what is variegated wash, right? So this is called a graded wash. Now the third one is variegated wash. Variegated wash is when you're trying to mix 2 colors together. So this is very useful when you want to blend in 2 colors together. Okay, and we're gonna do couple of exercises after this to basically see what I can make out of these. Okay, let's do. So just laying out nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my crimson and yellow. So first I'm gonna do a yellow at the up. This will be yellow. I'm just laying down the yellow color. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush, make sure there is no yellow color in it. Take another color, so I'm gonna take again crimson. Okay, crimson, carmine, rose, anything is fine. And then I'm gonna go upward, wash my brush, dab it on my paper towel or cloth, and then just try to blend it. Okay, very nicely. Just blend the whole color. That's it. Okay, so what we are doing is we're trying to blend two colors together. This is called as variegated wash. Again, we're gonna do this here again with a different color. Okay, so let's do. I was just thinking of what about yellow or blue, or instead of that, let's do blue and crimson. Okay, yeah, I like that idea. Let's do blue and crimson. So this is my blue. I'm gonna lay out it on the top. Okay. Wash my brush, take clean water, take the crimson color, okay, and then blend them together. Okay, that's it. So what it will do is it will form purple violet shade for us. See, it's looking nice, right? So this is all about watercolor washes. So different kind of watercolor washes. Okay, I'll just let it dry for some time. Once it is dry, we'll just remove the tapes and then we'll do some quick short simple landscape by just using these techniques. Okay. Okay, so I think this is dry. We'll just take out the tape very carefully. Let's see. So what I have to do is just pull the tape from both the sides so it doesn't rip your paper. Okay, yeah. Also, if it's a nice paper, it usually will not rip out. It doesn't work very nicely on a handmade paper though. Wow, such a clean border, right? So it looks good. So now what we'll do, we'll just use another paper, do same kind of revisions, and we'll see how to paint some mini small landscapes. Okay. So let me know what you guys would like to learn next. I have couple of suggestions, so you can vote for it. I'll also put a post for that. So either different types of leaves, different types of flowers, succulents, or autumn leaves, because autumn is just nearing, right? So if you want something related to autumn, let me know. Okay, perfect. See, so this is your flat wash, graded wash, and variegated wash, and this looks super clean, right? So yeah, let's tape another paper now and we'll get down to painting some mini landscapes. Okay, so I have another paper. I'll just take out my tape and we'll do mini landscapes. Okay, so I'm thinking about just dividing this into 4 parts now. We'll just do 4 mini landscapes. Okay, let's see, if you want to do more smaller then we can do 6 also, but let's see, just figure it out. As soon as I'm done taping this, we'll just decide. Okay, I love this washi tape, it has a golden touch to it. Okay, so here I'm done with taping and I have decided that we'll go with 6 mini landscapes like the first paper. So I'm going to divide this into 6 equal parts again. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is done. So now we'll get down to painting. Just ensuring that it is tightly sealed, because when we wet the paper will start buckling up and these tapes might come off. So just press it once more to ensure that this is done. So see, what we have done here was some washes, right? So we'll do this kind of washes and see on real time how the blending basically works, right? So we'll just try to make some quick landscapes and see how it turns out. For this exercise, what I also want to do is have a tissue by my side. You will come to know why I'm doing that. So let's start by wetting the first square, and I recommend you to watch first, because then you will know of what I'm doing, so that you can be prepared and then do same thing once you start painting, right? Okay, so very nice clean shade of water. Okay, nice clean shade of water. Now what we'll do, I'm just thinking about, we'll just make some clouds. So this is wet on wet technique, right? So our paper is already wet and we are gonna drop some wet paint into it, so that will become wet on wet technique. Okay, so we're gonna follow that and make some landscapes. Okay, let's start. So I'm again taking my cerulean blue, diluted with little bit of water, and then I just want to make some random strokes like this. I just want to give it a feeling that there are like clouds. Okay, that's it. So what we are doing is basically trying to blend it in water, right? Simple exercise of blending, but we are doing directly on water. We are not trying to blend any color. So what we did was something like graded wash, right? Some random strokes of graded wash. Okay, and now I'm gonna just add a foreground to it using my sap green. Okay, so we're gonna just add a foreground to it. Okay, that's it. And randomly at some places we're gonna just make it dark and some places would be light. Okay, so this is our first mini landscape. Now just move ahead and we'll just put water on the second square here. Again, right? So same funda. We was want clean water, very clean water. Okay, done. And now we are gonna do blending again, the same kind of blending that we did maybe here, but we'll just do the other way around. So we'll keep yellow at the bottom and then do it. Okay, so what we are gonna do, we'll just keep yellow, as I said, at the bottom. Okay, yellow at the bottom. Wash your brush, take your crimson, start from the top. Okay, let it come down and blend it here with your yellow. Okay, okay, perfect, right? So this is our next. Okay, so now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put little strokes of the crimson on the yellow to make like some moody clouds kind of a feel, right? So I'm just giving that a little bit of cloudy effect. Okay, so dark, so some clouds here and there. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so basically sun is coming out from here, then we have lots of moody clouds, something like this, and I'm gonna just lift some color from here. So I'm basically making use of all the techniques that we just learned, right? So this is my, okay, just keep washing. Okay, and here it goes, and here it goes again. Every time I do lift the color, I go back to tissue and clean my blush. Okay, so this is done. So something like a sunset kind of a feeling, right? Okay, so perfect. Now just move on to the next one. Okay, so what we want to paint here, let's see. Okay, I'm thinking about, let's do a graded wash here and we'll try to make it a day sky or a night sky maybe. Let's see. Okay, so let's take our blue color. Okay, and okay, so do a graded wash of that color. Wash our brush, bring it down, all the way down, just keeping it light. Okay, and then once this is dry, we're gonna make a mountain here and then put some stars maybe. Okay, I have another idea of what we can do just to make it look good. I think let's drop some mint color here in between. Okay, so this I am doing very intentionally, okay? Just to have that night sky feeling. and I'm gonna take some darker blue shades, and then just put it around here, just at the top, right at the top. So the sky is basically trying to make the sky a little dark than it is. Okay, so this is kind of it will give it a Milky Way kind of effect. Okay, so we'll just leave it to that. We'll just let it dry. Till that time, we'll just wet this square box. Okay. Again, we want to make sure that there are no puddles. Okay, so this is done. Now we are gonna make a sunset scene over here using the same techniques that we have done. Okay, so maybe this is our sky, but we'll just not do this kind. We'll just do something of this strokes with a mix of crimson in there. So we'll blend blue and crimson both together, and the water would be combination of both of them again. Okay, so let's see. So we have blue here, random strokes of blue. Okay, and then we just put some crimson carmine over there. Okay, now the crimson, if mixed with blue also, I don't have to worry because it's gonna just form purple color, and that should be okay, right? Okay, so now we're gonna just cover the bottom with this color. Okay, and then we are gonna take our blue shade and go around it like this. So what we want to do, we wanted to maintain that pinkish reflection also in the water. Okay, so we wanted to maintain that, and that is why we did this. But now I want to make this area a little darker, so I'm gonna take a different kind of blue now, little dark. Okay, and we'll just go over at the bottom with little dark shades of blue. See, so in the center we still have that pink, subtle pink, right? Good. Now I'm gonna wait for this one also to dry and then come back later. We'll just wet this box now. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Please share with your friends, family, if anyone is interested in watching these. And if you're learning something out of it and trying, please let me know in comment box, or you can ping me on Instagram also and show me your work. Yeah, you can find all details of my Instagram in the description below. Okay, so now we have done a night sky. So this is like still wet. I'll still wait for it to make a mountain. This is good. I don't want to do much over here. I'm gonna keep it simple like that Windows screensaver, right? Gonna keep it here. This is looking so pretty. We'll have to do a lot of detailing here, but we'll come back to it. Okay, so now what do we do for this one? So I am thinking of maybe a nice sunny landscape. So let's see. So this is my sun. Okay, this is my sun with okay. So So let's see where it goes. I don't know what I'm drawing, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, and we just fill it with this color. And we are gonna make some mountains. Okay, so we'll have a dark black kind of a mountain. Okay, and so while we are making that mountain using black color, we're gonna do it for this one as well. So let's see. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll not touch this one because this is still wet. Instead of that, I think we can do it here. Okay, so we are gonna make a mountain here. This is paint spray that I'm using. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to disturb and add more. We'll add some stars over here, and I think this is gonna look pretty good. For this one, we'll just see. Okay, we'll just let's add something, and I'm intentionally doing it on wet surface. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. So we are gonna add some foliage kind of thing, right? So this is like some trees. Okay, yeah, that's the beauty of working with wet on wet. Okay, so we are gonna spread our brush like this and do something like this. Okay, perfect. So maybe like trees, forest, but it's like darker. The sun is glowing, but it's just we can't see the details of the trees. Okay, so something like this. So let's do another one, the last one. We'll just fill it with water again. Ooh, yeah, let's do a wave here. I got an idea. Okay, I was very confused if I want to do pine tree over here or I want to do wave. But yeah, the idea of wave looks just too good, right? So let's do a wave. Okay, so for making a wave, what we can do, we can make a sunset scene maybe. So I'm gonna take again, yeah, seems like I'm just fan of this color, right? So we'll just make it peach now with mixing pink and red together with a little bit of orange. Okay, okay, and then let's say that I want to make the wave, right? So the wave may be here. Okay, let's see, this much I think. Okay, the remaining part can be actually the sand. The remaining part can be actually sand. Okay, so for the sand I want to use yellow ochre for the sand part. Okay, because then, or burnt sienna. So yellow ochre mixed with little bit of burnt sienna will give it a right feel. Okay, so let's say that this is my beach area, right? This is my beach area. Okay, and we'll just divide the water now. So that would be our horizon line. Okay, this is water. Okay, now I'll just let it dry to basically make the wave. Okay, I want to make the wave. Okay, so till this is drying, what we can do, we can finish the detailing over here. So what we want to do is we want to detail this out, right? So, and we want to make sure that we don't lose this pink. So let's draw a horizon line first. That's the first thing that we want to do. So this is our horizon line, and we're just gonna do random strokes of very thin random strokes, and we still want to keep that line intact, right? And but then we want to draw some ripples. Okay, so very thin, small, random strokes. Just keep moving your brush left and right. Just don't give a lot of thought to it as in what you are doing, and then follow the same thing with a bit of a crimson color. Okay, because we don't want to lose that reflection in water. Okay, and then just smooth something out. It just do not look like a harsh lines. Okay, that's it. So what I'm doing is dry brushing over here. Nice, right? And then just for the look of it, I'm just gonna add a teensy bit of further distant mountain here. Okay, that's it. So that is our sunset scene. Now for this one, right? For this one, what we want to do is we want to create a border, the wave, right? So this is our wave. So you can see my detailed lesson on how to use wax stick for creating the wave foam. But for this small exercise, I'm gonna just lift the colors, okay? And then this paper works wonderfully well when it comes to lifting the colors. Okay, believe me. And then we just darker around the border. Okay, so I take my burnt sienna. That this is my wave here. Okay, and I actually want to paint that wave using gouache color. If you guys don't have gouache color, just don't worry about it. Skip this one or just use poster color. Okay, or just simply draw a mountain maybe at the bottom by like putting the pink color all over, and then just do a mountain instead of something like this. Okay, so don't make it wavy or something like this. Okay, so this is what we are doing. We're just trying to create waves, right? Okay. Okay. Somehow it's a challenge for me. I work with watercolor so much, but I just find it very hard to keep my two jars clean. So one jar clean at the end, and I get all it mixed up. I'm just thinking it's just me being very lazy, I think. Okay, so this is our horizon line. Okay, and maybe we do have something here. And then this is our multiple waves. Right, and just to make it a little more darker, I'm just gonna do this. Maybe it's just not required, but it's good to get that segregation maybe. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. Do it down also, so just even it out. Okay, so this is done, and I will still go ahead and make it more darker on the edges, right? So I'm still gonna do and make the edges more dark. I think that is needed for the realistic look of it. Okay. See, so that makes such a huge difference. So that's the wave that is coming, and because we have left like a lot of whites in that, they also act like same thing. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's it for this mini landscape. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this exercise, which is watercolor washes and then converting them into mini landscape. I think one last thing is pending for us is to add stars in that, and I don't want to use splatter technique for the small size because then it will just splatter everywhere on my table also. So we'll just pick white gel pen and make couple of stars. Okay, oh wow, this makes such a huge difference. See, this makes such a huge difference, right? This looks so good. I'm gonna make this a big star, shooting star. Okay, so now if I want to, and let's add a over here, I'll tell you that will make a big difference. Okay, so you'll see it. Yeah, I think this looks good. We'll just add some reflections here as well. Okay, we'll just take out the tape now. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how it has turned out. I hope this is all dry before I try to take out the tape. Let's be very careful, and we want to press from both the sides. Okay, we want to press from both the sides so it will not tear the paper. Okay, perfect. Now let's get this also done. Okay, this is so beautiful. I'm actually loving it. Okay, I am literally loving it. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you are enjoying my YouTube videos. If you have a topic that you would like me to cover, please ping me, drop a message, comment so that I can bring that topic to you. I have a lot going on right now. I have lots of things planned for you guys, so hang around, and yeah, let's just keep enjoying watercolors together. I really want you all to fall in love with watercolors like the way I have fallen in love with them. It's just a wonderful medium to work with. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for joining me. I think I am done here. I hope you enjoy what you have painted along with me today. Check out my previous videos if you haven't, in case, and we'll meet for the next time again. Okay, I hope you liked whatever you have learned in this class today. I thoroughly had too much fun, and I love how crisp and clean this is looking. So bye bye guys, see you guys in my next video. Take care.